This video is tailored for those engaged in the garment business or interested in the Chinese clothing wholesale market. Through this video, you will gain an in-depth understanding of the real situation of the Chinese clothing market. In China, there are dozens, if not hundreds, of clothing wholesale markets, both large and small. For those in the garment industry, whether in retail or wholesale, it's crucial to choose the most suitable wholesale market for your needs. Do you know which market is the most popular? Today, we will explore the top 10 most popular clothing wholesale markets in China to see how many you are already familiar with. 1. Hangzhou Shijiking Clothing Wholesale Market hosts over 1,000 garment manufacturing companies and more than 900 brands/trademarks. Recognized as one of China's most influential primary wholesale and distribution markets in the clothing sector. The market spans an area of 50,000 square meters and includes 3,000 commercial spaces. Specialized in developing retail channels for ready-to-wear garments for over 2 decades. Not only is it among the largest clothing wholesale markets, but it's also known as one of the most trustworthy sources for foreign trade goods, being an established market. Hangzhou, the capital of Zhejiang Province, enjoys a strategic geographical advantage. Additionally, fashion-forward residents from nearby cities like Shanghai and those in the Yangtze River Delta are major consumers of stylish clothing. This led to the rise of Shijiking, one of the first markets to initiate an online wholesale system. Moreover, Shijiking actively collaborates with B2B platforms. Whether for in-person or online wholesale, it's important to note the Shanghai Qipu Road wholesale market in the same region, sharing similar geographical and market positioning. Shijiking maintains a leading status nationwide. However, in aspects like fashion styles, product pricing, and market impact, Qipu Road falls slightly behind Shijiking. Nevertheless, Qipu Road boasts a stronger presence in high-end products, given its location in Shanghai and its focus on a slightly different consumer base. 2. Guangzhou She Clothing Wholesale Market. The annual output value reaches more than 30 billion yuan, supporting 200,000 people. This market is the fastest growing market in recent years. It can be classified as one of the largest clothing wholesale markets and is also a well-known source of foreign trade goods. And because of its unique business and decoration methods, it stands out from the crowd. It mainly sells women's and men's clothing, denim clothing, and children's clothing. However, the inconvenience is that cars are not allowed here. The She clothing market is positioned as a mid to low-end line, targeting second and third-tier cities and towns across the country. She Market's online wholesale market is also very developed. Many of the shops on Taobao we are familiar with wholesale from here, and many low-priced promotional clothing come from here. 3. Guangzhou Shizhenhang Clothing Wholesale Market. Thousands of tons of goods go in and out every day, and the flow of people exceeds 100,000. The oldest clothing wholesale distribution center in Guangzhou. Specializes in mid to high-end women's clothing, as well as men's clothing. It is a favorite in secondary clothing markets and clothing stores across the country, and is also the source of goods for Taobao.com. The market consists of the wholesale city on Shizhenhang Road and Heping East Road and several wholesale streets between the two roads, of which New China Building is the leader, including Hongpanchen Clothing Wholesale Center, Mei City, Dongfanghong, Guanyang, Longchang, Dolan Street, Gaiyi Street, and other wholesale cities. In recent years, many merchants in Guangzhou's 13th Bank have also moved to the online wholesale route, and most of them have settled on wholesale platforms in Guangzhou. 4. Jiangsu Changshu Clothing Wholesale Market. Annual output value is 13 billion yuan. The relatively early and influential large-scale clothing wholesale markets in China mainly include Changshu Rainbow Garment City, Changshu Gloria Women's Wear Office Building, Changshu International Garment City, Changshu Zhao Shopping Mall, Changshu Global Garment City, Changshu Fashion Center, China Menswear Center, etc. Many well-known brands have set up shop here. Famous brand clothing is sold all over the country and also exported to Europe, America, Japan, Southeast Asia, and other countries and regions. 5. Guangzhou Beima Clothing Wholesale City. In the mid to high-end clothing market, mature women's clothing is the majority. This wholesale city has always enjoyed the title of number 1 in Guangzhou and has been prosperous for more than 20 years. The market is located on Jiangnan Road, close to Guangzhou Railway Station. Although the form and decoration are relatively old, it can be regarded as the largest clothing wholesale market today. After all, a skinny camel is bigger than a horse. Its status must not be underestimated, and it also has a lot of foreign trade goods worth buying. Guangzhou Beima faces challenges from the surrounding Jiangxi and Luhua clothing wholesale business districts, as well as high-end women's clothing from the 13th Line office building. Whether it can maintain its leading position remains to be verified by the market. With an existing construction area of 60,000 square meters, it is the mid to high-end clothing market with the largest scale, the best decoration, the most complete supporting facilities, the most standardized management, and the largest transaction volume in Guangzhou. People in the industry often say, for high-end women's clothing, go to Beima; for mid-range women's clothing, go to Shizenhang; and for low-end clothing, go to Shay. Mature women's clothing is mostly sold here, and the prices are the highest in similar clothing wholesale markets. The styles tend to be mature clothing, and there are many fashion styles. There are many domestic women's clothing brands that started here and then became exclusive. So if you want to find high-quality women's clothing, you can go to Beima Clothing Wholesale Market. Take a walk. 6. Human Fumin Clothing Wholesale Market. The annual passenger flow is more than 5 million. And the annual transaction volume is nearly 3 billion yuan. Human Dongguan has always been the center of clothing wholesale, among which Fumin Clothing City is the most famous. Backed by Dongguan's huge clothing manufacturing and processing plants, Human Clothing Market can supply goods quickly and in large quantities. Fumin not only provides clothing stores across the country, but also market supply, and exported to Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan, Southeast Asia, etc. Many domestic brands were launched here 10 years ago, including Chun as the representative, and there are also a large number of online brands. Dongguan's online wholesale market is very developed and already has a complete industrial chain and supply system. Fumin Clothing Wholesale Market includes Fumin Commercial Building and Fumin Fashion City. The clothes sold are mainly mid-range and mid-range, and the majority of clothing categories are women's wear and casual wear. 7. Shanghai Qipu Road Clothing Wholesale Market. Shanghai's largest clothing wholesale market. Everyone knows that Shanghai is a world-famous fashion metropolis. Qipu Road in Greater Shanghai has unique advantages. Shanghai is a place that leads fashion trends with so many beauties. Therefore, Qipu Road has a noble temperament and the wholesale clothing is also very high-end. The clothes produced here are the favorites of white-collar workers and high-end people. This market includes more than 10 large clothing wholesale markets such as Beima Building Clothing Wholesale Market, Kaifiji Clothing Wholesale Market, Tianfu Children's Clothing Wholesale Market, Qipu Road Clothing Wholesale Market, etc. Whether it is clothing wholesale or retail, it is one of the most popular in Shanghai. Although its shopping environment is not as elegant as Shanghai's high-end shopping malls, the prices are surprisingly low, and the styles follow international trends. 8. Wuhan Hanjiang Street Clothing Wholesale Market. The largest women's clothing wholesale market in Wuhan. Wuhan Hanjiang Street is actually a wholesale center composed of many industry markets, including small commodities, clothing, shoes and hats, daily necessities, cosmetics, etc., among which clothing occupies a large share. Wuhan is a large city in the central and western regions and has always been the center for purchasing goods in the central and western regions. With the development of the western region, many garment factories have moved back to the mainland, and the clothing wholesale market here will experience explosive development. It has 12 major professional markets for small commodities, cloth, knitted clothing, leather goods and bags, etc. Among them, the clothing wholesale markets in the business district include Mao Street, Wanchang Beima, Brand Clothing Plaza, Xinxin Street, First Avenue and other clothing wholesale markets. The complete apparel industry chain leads the central apparel industry to the whole country and the world. 9. Qingdao Jima Clothing Market. 9000 plus shops, 8000 plus operating merchants, 2000 plus factory direct selling merchants, and 4000 plus brand operating merchants. The market has been expanded 4 times and now has 140 acres of land, a total of more than 6,000 stalls, and even more than 2,000 storerooms. It deserves to be included in the list of the largest clothing wholesale markets, and the supply of foreign trade goods cannot be underestimated. The comprehensive strength and competitiveness of Jima's clothing market ranks 3rd among the top 10 clothing markets in the country, covering an area of 354 acres and a construction area of 365,000 square meters. The 3 major categories of clothing, textiles and knitwear sold include more than 50,000 varieties of designs and colors, which sell well all over the country, and some products are exported to Asian, European, and American markets. The biggest contribution, distributing southern clothing to various parts of North China. 10. Fujian Shishir Garment City. 3,000 plus brand merchants have settled in. Growth experience. In the 1980s, the masses spontaneously closed the market, forming the first large-scale clothing wholesale market in Shishir. The clothing was not only brightly colored but also novel in style, attracting groups of people carrying large bags every day. Clothing vendors from all over the country have seen the strange scene of everywhere on the streets selling all kinds of clothing and running stone lions across the country. After Shirshur was established as a city in 1988, the construction of a textile and clothing-intensive market achieved leapfrog development, and the clothing industry chain became increasingly complete. Shirshur now has 18 clothing wholesale streets, 6 commercial cities and 8 professional garment markets of different categories. Shirshur is a trading city, most famous for its clothing. Jinba, Septwolves, Huginio and Antal all originated from Shirshur and were established in Shirshur. Attracting 3,000 plus domestic and foreign brand merchants, the men's clothing area, women's clothing area, and children's clothing area have different functions. The biggest contribution, the fashion link between the two places. Finally, I hope everyone will like and bookmark my channel. I will continue to share various Chinese business information. Anyone who wants business cooperation can find my contact information from my YouTube homepage or leave a message below the video. Thank you all and goodbye.